Hey bitches, I'm back again. So today I'm doing my pregnancy video, just talking about all the symptoms, some questions people ask me, how far along I am, yada yada yada. So start off with how far along I am. I am 22, almost 23 weeks, 5.5 months. Here is the bump. It's getting a little bigger. At first you couldn't really see it at all, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm gonna start with some questions people been asking me. Like, first things first, my reaction to finding out I was pregnant. Boy, I was in denial. I was in shock. I was trying to convince myself so hard that I was not pregnant. So I have a really irregular period. So I really didn't find out till maybe like 2 months that I was pregnant. But how I decided to take a pregnancy test was, I work from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., second shift at my job. Then I was going to school in the morning. So I was literally sleeping the entire day after work till I had to go to school. A lot of the days I wasn't even going to school because I was so tired. I was not getting up. Then I started to throw up. And that's when I was like, fuck, I need to go get a pregnancy test because something don't feel right. My tits was getting huge and I don't have no tits, so. And I kept thinking my period was gonna come because I was feeling a little nauseous, and I always do before my period, and my tits were sore. So I was like, oh, my period's coming, and then next week went by, and then the next week went by, and the shit never came. So I was like, yeah, let me take my ass to fucking Walmart and go get a pregnancy test. So by the pregnancy test, by this time, it was probably about, I know it was after Thanksgiving, so the end of November. I go get the pregnancy test, and before I even took it, I was like 99% sure I was pregnant. But I peed on it, and the second the piss touched the freaking pregnancy test, it turned positive. I was just sitting there like, I'm just gonna take the next one and we'll see what happens. You know, I'm not pregnant. Every bitch that's not expecting to get pregnant, I think, goes through the denial stage, and that was me. Took the second one, same thing, immediately positive. So I'm just sitting in the bathroom like, fuck, I gotta go to the doctor. So then schedule the doctor's appointment, and I go in and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna see what the doctor says. I'm pretty sure I'm not really pregnant, but obviously I fucking was. And she's like, yeah, you're pregnant. So I'm just sitting in the chair and I'm like, wanna cry, but the tears literally won't come out. I'm in such shock. That's how I found out. And here I am. So I really have never had nausea or anything like that, except for when I wouldn't eat. But other than that, I've probably gotten nauseous and actually thrown up like maximum 5 times. So I'm really thankful for that, because a lot of my friends that have been pregnant were throwing up the entire pregnancy, all day, every day. That was another one of the questions. What's your baby's name? Now, y'all fucking know that I'm not about to reveal his name till he come out. I will say it starts with an A, but that's all y'all getting. Somebody asked me about like what do I eat for like snacks and stuff like that. Bitch, I gotta have a snack like every 2 hours minimum because I get hungry like it's nobody's business. But I just like to eat a lot of fruit, so like grapes, blueberries, like stuff that's just easy to throw in a container real quick. I like oranges. I just been really craving a lot of fruit. Vegetables, like you could do like carrot sticks and ranch, celery. I'm really not too big on vegetables, but if I do eat them, that's what I eat. Stuff like nuts, avocado, stuff with natural fats. I like cheese and crackers, yogurt. Overall, I just have a really good diet. Obviously, don't eat fast food. Cut back on sugar, which is so hard for me because all I want is freaking ice cream, and I've been craving apple pie, and I just need to stop because I've been eating way too much sugar. But anyway, stuff like granola bars, like I just keep a bunch of shit in my bag and just shit that's easy to grab real quick because sleep all day, gotta go to work, need to move fast, so that's that on that. Alright, so next question, where do you get maternity clothes? I don't. I think that is a waste of money for me because I already like oversized shirts and t-shirts and leggings anyway. So if you just get stuff like that, it's really no point to waste money on maternity clothes because that shit ain't cheap. And after you're not pregnant, you're never gonna use it again until you do get pregnant. So it's like, why even waste the money when you could just get leggings? I just get basic t-shirts like this, just stuff that you could throw over real quick that's comfortable. And yeah, so don't waste your money, girl. What else? Stretch marks, bitch. Moisturize every night. We do not want stretch marks, at least I don't. So I, after every shower, put Vaseline, lotion, and then vitamin E oil on my stomach. Vitamin E oil, coconut oil, almond oil are all really good for scarring. I just do that every night. And itching, when it starts to itch, I kind of just like rub it because scratching it, I heard, causes stretch marks. Tip from the senoras at work. And yeah, and that stuff's so easy to find. You can find it beauty supply store, Walmart, like literally anywhere. So body changes I went through, my boobs got a little tiny bit bigger, but again, no titties, so not really a drastic change. Obviously stomach, you just start to get big all over. Like I'm starting to feel my arms getting a little bigger, my cheeks are getting chubbier, so be prepared. My hormones have been ridiculous. Like I literally sit in my room and watch TV and burst into fucking tears, like for no fucking reason. And I don't know, you just go through like a period of depression, like just sadness. I don't know if that's everybody. I think maybe my situation's different, But I know a lot of women feel like, oh, my body is changing, I don't feel like myself. You even go through that after pregnancy, like you're taking care of this whole life. Like, it's really fucking overwhelming. So depression and feeling sad and feeling hormonal, obviously normal, especially for women that are dealing with pregnancy alone, because that's kind of my situation and it really fucking sucks. But you just gotta think that your baby will be here soon. You've got to keep moving forward for your child. It's not about you anymore. You can't just give up. And I just keep thinking of my child. I keep a picture of the first, 40 ultrasound I got of him, little baby, on my nightstand next to my bed, just to remind me, like, women do this. It's not ideal and it sucks, but it's the reality of it, and you will get through it. Getting my first ultrasound, so I had so much bullshit going on, because when I found out I was pregnant, they based it off my last period, which, like I said, irregular period, so it wasn't accurate. When I found out I was pregnant, they told me 13 weeks, which I was like, it's no way I could have been pregnant for pretty much 3 months. Like, I felt like I would have felt something. So anyway, I got my health care at the health department anyway, and they don't do ultrasounds and whatever, so I didn't know for a minute. Like, they never scheduled me an ultrasound or nothing to find out exactly what I was. Didn't know how far along I was for a good month. Whole time I'm thinking, okay, I'm due like June. They told me at first June. What did they say? They told me sometime early June. Then scheduled my own ultrasound at like the little 40 ultrasound places that aren't like real doctors. They're just ultrasound technicians that let you see your baby. So, which I don't recommend doing if you haven't got an official ultrasound from a doctor, because it really caused a lot of confusion and all this and that. Because at the time of this ultrasound that I went to, the 40, I thought I was 15 weeks, which I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna find out the gender of my baby and blah, 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 blah. And then I get in there and she's like, by the size of this baby, it looks like you're only 13 weeks. Or no, scratch that. When I went, I thought I was like 17 weeks. A whole other month. Then I go and she's like, by the looks of this baby, you look like you're about 13 weeks. Which he did, as you can see in the picture. Like, his head was still really big and just looked like a 13-week-old baby. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? So how many weeks am I? Like, what is going on? So then I had an appointment like the week after that at the health department, and they were like, I told them everything that the ultrasound technician said, and they were just like, oh, they're not real doctors and blah, 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 blah. So that's what, see, that's another thing. Pregnancy brain, that exists, because my memory is shit. I scheduled an official ultrasound. I went to the doctor like the next week, and now they're telling me you're 15 weeks. So fucking finally I find out I'm 15 weeks in January, which means my baby is a whole month, what is it? Oh, younger. A whole month younger than I originally thought. So I'm really due July 2nd. But yeah, that was my first ultrasound experience. If you're not sure how far along you are, don't fucking go to a 4D ultrasound, because they will confuse the fuck out of you. Just wait to go to a regular doctor, even though it's really hard. I couldn't even do it, because you just want to know. Like, I was so ready to start buying clothes and just getting prepared because I'm just that type of person. I like to be prepared. I think that is it. I really can't think of anything else that I could talk about. I'll probably do another video maybe when I hit my 3rd trimester, just talking about those changes, because my baby's still, he's like big enough, but not the cool big where you can see the baby moving and all that type of stuff. So I'll be back then to update you guys and just talk about things like getting ready for the hospital, getting ready for your baby shower, what you should pack, what you should do to prepare, birthing classes, stuff like that. And yeah, so y'all know the drill. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, your aunties, your uncles. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys next video.